Right. Well, we were talking with him earlier this hour. He's a local photographer, has been in the Duke City now for a couple of years, and he is now moving on to some rather big projects this summer, actually within the next couple of weeks. He has become a big educator in the field of photography in the Duke City, and now anyone can learn from him. Joining us again with more information on his workshops, his photography teaching, and the tutorial series is Zach Sutton. Zach, thanks for staying with us this morning.
Yes, of course.
So, your work is incredible as a photographer. I got to ask, what prompted you to make the transition into more of a pedagogical, educational realm?
Well, like I had said in the last interview, I'm self-taught. So a lot of what I learned to do right, I had to learn to do wrong first.
Right.
So, you know, I saw that as an opportunity to be able to teach other people and kind of show them, like, this is how to get it right first. And sort of accelerate other people's skills a little bit quicker.
How long did it take for you to get, from the point, now you did a lot of like online forums and, like you said, made the mistakes so you knew what to do right. How long has that process been for you?
Well, I mean, I think the process is still happening, you know, but I've been shooting for 8 years, like on like a professional level. So, and you know, I can look at my work from a year ago and just be like, ugh, I don't like this. So, you know,
like
it's
a true artist.
Yeah, so it's constantly evolving and constantly kind of changing your style and, you know, always rebuilding portfolios and stuff. So I think I don't think I've mastered it by any means yet, but you know, I'm hoping to help others get to the levels they want to reach faster.
Fantastic. And so to that end, let's talk about the workshops that you're hosting.
Yeah, I host workshops both here in Albuquerque as well as all over the U.S. And, you know, they're on post-production, posing, lighting, just about everything that you can think of. And I've hosted a few here, and I'm kind of putting a stop on it right now just for a couple months while we produce this video series. But yeah, I love the teaching aspect of it, and I love helping other photographers, and I'm really trying to build like a really nice art community where you know, we can all help each other and bounce ideas off of each other.
That's great. So you mentioned you're doing video production. You're doing a series of videos to help photographers. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I've been contacted by a company called RGG EDU, which sort of has the same idea as I do. You know, they're both photographers that are, you know, just trying to figure out how to do what they want to do. So they started putting together these photo video series with other photographers, and they've asked me to do one on environmental portraiture.
Really?
So we're doing, we're expecting it to be about 10 hours long of just everything you could ever need to know to, you know, shoot outdoors, build a team, and you know, really create amazing images. So.
So now, if someone wants to take this workshop, you know, say they've got a point-and-shoot camera, or even, you know, just like a small DSLR camera. How much experience do they need to have to be able to benefit from these workshops?
You know, it really depends. I have, you know, people that started photography a month ago, and I've had, you know, photographers that have shot twice as long as I have attend these workshops. So it really depends. I try to tailor them so like everybody's going to learn something. You know, some things might fly over your head, or some things might be too basic for you. But you know, I'm trying to appeal to the masses and really kind of take education as its forefront and just show everybody, you know, this is how to do this, and you might understand parts of it, but even those parts that you understand should benefit you.
Yeah, even if you get a small takeaway from it.
Exactly.
We're kind of hoping,
Right.
10 hours is a lot of material to digest. That's
right.
a lot
Well,
of stuff.
and the benefit is, you know, the downfall to having a workshop is that you can only attend it once.
Right.
So the video series is great, so people can go back, rewatch it, and, you know, kind of learn as their, you know, their skills are developing
as well.
Exactly.
So when is this video series going to be available for us, and how do we participate with it?
We're hoping to get it done and ready to go in August.
Okay.
So we've kind of got a short timeline because we haven't even started filming yet. And it's going to be available on their website, which is rgg-edu.com.
rgg-edu.
And they have one there now, newborn photography, and then after me they're doing like a high-end retouching one. So they're really trying to broaden the scope and really, you know, create a lot of different videos for a lot of different photographers.
Gotcha. Okay. And just very quickly before we get out of this, if a photographer's watching this morning, they say, Zach, one tip. What's the one rule, one tip that you would say every photographer needs to know?
I would say, you know, the one tip that I always tell people is to learn to shoot with a 50 millimeter. They say that is about close to the human eye, and once you learn how to just limit yourself with gear, you can kind of move to different gear and pick it up really quickly. So yeah, my big tip would be just learn the 50 millimeter and keep that on your camera for as long as possible, and just learn to kind of use that.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to take that one to heart. Thank you so much,
Of course.
Zach. For more information on this tutorial series, head over to casa.com. We will have links to the website that you mentioned. Best of luck. Thank you for sharing your craft with us. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. All right.